Hi there. So this video is going to be a flexibility sequence. So if you want to work on your flexibility and or mobility in a little bit more of an advanced way, definitely tune into this video. I'll be showing you how to stretch your legs mostly in this video, also a little bit as well as back and core. So to begin, let's just sit back on a yoga mat, or if you just have a carpeted floor, that works as well. Anywhere that you have a little bit of space and you can be left alone and that's comfortable. So we're gonna sit cross-legged. We're just gonna take some deep breaths to start. So let's pull our shoulders down and back. And we're gonna take a big deep breath into our diaphragm. So big inhale, all the way down to your belly, and we'll exhale. And we'll do 5 deep breaths. 3, 5, good. For this sequence, if you have a red exercise band, definitely grab it. If not, that's totally fine. These are available on Amazon if you are interested. They're amazing for stretching and also arm exercises for a workout. I think they're under $20 on Amazon. So we're just gonna start with some hamstring flosses. So we're gonna pop on our bum. Both legs can be bent. We're gonna pop the band, or if you don't have a band, you can interlace your fingers and just pop that behind on your hamstring there. I'm just gonna demonstrate with the band. So band is under your foot, other leg is bent, or it can be extended if you want a little bit more of a challenge. I'll just keep it bent. So we're gonna lay back. We're gonna keep our foot flexed. We're gonna extend our legs straight, keeping that foot flexed. And then we're gonna bend back down to 90 degrees. And we're gonna do 10 of these, and then we're gonna switch. So we're taking nice deep breaths into our belly still. And we're getting a great stretch in our hamstring. Awesome. And we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to extend my leg for this one just to demonstrate what that one would look like. This one will feel like a little bit of a more intense stretch. 2, keeping that foot flexed. 5, good. Big inhale. Exhale, 6. 7. 8. 9. And last one. 10. Good. Awesome job. Now we're going to do some 90-90 stretches, which are awesome for your hips. We're going to pop our front leg in a 90-degree angle. Same with our back leg. So both should just be bent at a 90. We're going to open up our shoulders and we're going to fold down over our front knee. So try to imagine you're bringing that chest right over that front knee. And our arms can just extend out in front. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. 3 and back up. We're going to do 3 on each side. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and switch legs. So same thing. Front leg is just gonna be bent at a 90 and back leg as well. Chest is nice and open. We're gonna pop those arms right in front and we're gonna fold your chest down right over that front knee. 3 big deep breaths. Good. And one more. Excellent, okay. So now we're gonna do some cat-cow pose. So we're gonna pop onto all fours with a neutral spine. We're gonna open up our shoulders, bring our shoulder blades down and back, and we're gonna arch our back. Take a nice deep breath in, you can look forward, and then we're gonna exhale, push through those shoulders and round through the spine. We're gonna do 5 of these. Awesome job. Okay, we're gonna get into some leg stretching. So I always recommend before really getting into some stretching to have a good warm up. So that can be just, some cardio, some jumping jacks, some squats. I will have a warm up video you can watch. I highly recommend doing that before you get into any really deep stretching, just to prevent any injuries and just to make sure you're nice and warmed up and limber in order to stretch. This one is also great to do after you're finished a workout, when you're already warmed up. It feels amazing after you've done a really hard workout. You can relax, get back into, normal breathing. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend this video for. But let's get back into some stretching. So first one we're gonna do is just a hamstring stretch. So you're gonna have your legs just straight out in front of you. We're gonna have our shoulders down and back, and we're gonna fold right over. So you wanna make sure when you're doing this stretch that you're not pulling on your back, because that can just cause a lot of lower back tension and we don't want that. So you want to imagine it's more like a fold instead of kind of like arching your back and pulling. It's more of an open fold. So don't push yourself, even if a couple inches you're feeling a good amount of tension, that's okay. Just go with the flow, listen to your body, don't push yourself too hard, because if you do, you create an injury and then it takes a while to recover from that. So you always want to listen to your body, and if you're experiencing a lot of tension, you want to stop there. So we're going to inhale, we're going to exhale, we're going to fold, whether that's your toes, your ankles, or your knees, wherever is comfortable to you. So we're going to hold that position for 10 deep breaths. Take your time with this and be patient with yourself. Stretching is something that really does take a lot of time and a lot of consistency. So don't be frustrated if you're doing these stretches every day and you don't see a ton of difference. You will eventually, and one day you'll surprise yourself really does just take consistency with stretching. So keep at it. Good, okay. We're gonna bring our one leg in. So this leg is bent, this leg is still straight, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're just isolating our one leg. So we're gonna reach forward, keeping our chest as open as possible. And we're gonna take 10 deep breaths here as well. If this is too uncomfortable for your hip, you can also just extend that off to the side if that works for you. Whatever is comfortable. I just like to have my foot bent in, but that's up to you. Good, couple more deep breaths. Excellent, okay. We're gonna go ahead and switch legs. So same thing, leg is either bent or just off to the side, whatever's more comfortable. Chest is nice and open, and we're gonna fold over that front leg, taking care not to pull on our back. We're just opening up and stretching over. And 10 nice deep breaths. Couple more deep breaths. And last one, big inhale. And exhale, fold. Awesome. Okay. Next exercise, we're going to get into a lunge. So, we are going to have our back foot extended, front leg is bent at a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna imagine we're pushing our hips down towards the floor. We're gonna keep our chest nice and open. And for flexibility, it's great to try and use as much body weight as possible, because that's gonna allow you to sit farther into your stretches. If it's more comfortable though, you can also place your hands on the floor to give yourself a little bit extra support. Completely up to you. But for the stretching, I would recommend trying to use your body weight. So we're going to take a couple more deep breaths here. We'll take 3 more. Good, and you should feel this in your hip flexor of your back extended leg. Good. Okay, now we're going to pop back. We're going to extend that front leg and straighten it. So for this one, you can have your hands on the floor, or you can have your hands on your shin, whatever is more comfortable. And you should really feel that in your front hamstring. So let's take 3 deep breaths here. Good, okay, let's switch legs. And same thing, front leg is going to be at a 90-degree angle, back leg is extended. And we're going to push down on our hips. And or have your hands on the ground, whatever's more comfortable. We're going to take 5 deep breaths right into your belly. Okay, let's extend that front leg. So we're going to straighten that leg. You're going to feel that in your front hamstring. You can either have your hands planted, or you can have them just up on your shin, trying to keep our chest nice and open and try not to round through the spine too much. Take another 3 deep breaths here. Okay, next exercise we're gonna do is just a simple butterfly stretch. So we're gonna pop our feet together. Some of you may remember doing this in kindergarten, but it is a great stretch for your hips. So feet are together, and we're just gonna bring our legs up and down like you're flapping your butterfly wings. And we're gonna take 10 nice deep breaths. Big inhale, try to keep your chest nice and up and open, so we don't wanna round through the shoulders too much. Good job. Couple more big deep breaths. Good. Awesome job. Next stretch we're going to do is called the frog stretch. So what we want to do is we want to get on our knees. We're going to open our knees as far as possible, and you're going to flex your feet like so. So both feet are going to be flexed behind you. You can have your hands resting on the floor. And what we're gonna do is you're gonna bring your bum down towards your heels. So you can stay here, or you can pop down onto your elbows, whatever is more comfortable. I prefer being on my elbows because it allows me to focus on bringing my hips down and back a little easier. So we're gonna sit in this position for 10 breaths. Breathing right down into your belly. And pushing those hips down and back towards your heels. And if this feels too intense, you can always bring your knees in a little bit. Good. Okay, the last movement we're gonna do is called a Cobra. So this is just going to help with some back flexibility and mobility. So we're gonna lay on our belly on the mat. Hands are gonna be kind of right under your shoulders. Feet are flat. We're gonna inhale. We're gonna push off the ground and just bring our torso up. We're gonna look forward and then bring it back down. We're gonna do 10 of these. So we're gonna inhale as we're on the floor, exhale, push up. So you're basically just bringing the upper part of your ribs off the floor. It's a very subtle movement. So inhale, exhale, push up. Good. If you have done these before, you can do a full Cobra, which is pushing yourself all the way up. We want to try and keep our shoulders down and back as much as possible. We don't want to have our shoulders right up beside our ears. So you can do the half Cobra or full Cobra depending on what feels best for you. Try not to let your glutes clench as you come up. Try to keep them relaxed. We'll do a couple more. And one more. Big exhale. And push up. Good. So from here, we're gonna go into child's pose. So you can be on all fours, you can have your knees together or slightly apart, like the width of your mat or shoulder width apart. We're just gonna bring our hips all the way down to touch our feet, and our arms are gonna extend forward. So you wanna imagine you're reaching out and crawling out with your fingers to stretch your back, and then you're sitting down towards your heels. So this should feel like a really nice back stretch. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. 2 more big breaths. And last one. Good. Awesome job. Okay, for our last movement, we're just going to do some shoulder rolls. So we're gonna sit cross-legged, or you can sit in a straddle, whatever is comfortable to you. And we're gonna do 5 really nice and slow, big backward shoulder rolls as we breathe nice and deeply. Good, and we're gonna switch directions. Our arms just to the side. We're going to keep our chest nice and open. We don't want our chest to cave in. And we're going to do a nice overhead stretch. You can stay on your palm of your hand, or you can actually go down onto your elbow, as long as we're keeping our chest nice and open. Take a couple deep breaths here. And we're going to switch sides, keeping our chest nice and open. Good, and we'll do one more on each side. Good, and last one. Awesome job. Take a couple deep breaths. Just relax your body, see how you're feeling, see how your muscles are feeling. Check in with yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And please check out some of my other videos. I have some workout videos, some mobility sequences, and I have a more advanced flexibility routine in learning how to do your front splits. Thank you so much for watching.